Man of many mistakes. I made them so you don't have to, but you can if you want to. Today, I just want to tell a story. It doesn't really have a big crescendo. It doesn't have a real message. It's not necessarily a mistake. But what it is, it's a testament of genius, just pure genius. And I was so proud to be able to experience this genius in front of me and to take part in it. So anyway, back in the early 90s, I'm not sure what year, but I used to go to the studio a lot and work with different artists. And at this time, I was working with Puff Daddy, but not at the level he was at. He was a vice president and I was a director of A&R, Artists and Repertoire. And we were both working at Uptown Records at the time. And one night, we had a studio session booked with Chris Wallace, Biggie Smalls, Notorious B.I.G., Hit Factory, Quad, Soundtracks, D&D. I can go on and on. But at this particular night, there was a session scheduled for Biggie. And at this time, we were putting together one of his albums. I believe it was the Ready to Die album. Yeah, it was the Ready to Die album. And session was booked, and I show up, Biggie shows up, and Puff was supposed to show up. Puff calls me at the last minute and says, "Dog, I'm sick. I gotta fill in his shoes." Let's put it like that. I have to fill the shoes of Puff, and I had no idea this is what I was gonna be doing that night. I thought I would just be the fly on the wall as usual and get in where I fit in. Anyway, he calls me and says, "Dog, I can't make it." And I kind of spliced a few together and came up with the track. Real basic, real raw, but dope. I think it was a James Brown sample. And me and Biggie, we're going back and forth. He's like, "Yo, dog, what you think about this?" And he'll say a verse or he'll say a few lines. And who are you to argue with Biggie's pen? I mean, crazy. But he's sitting there, and maybe an hour or two, most, goes by. And he says, "All right, I'm ready." Okay, I said, cool. So I put the track down. He goes in the booth. He starts spitting. It sounds incredible. I believe we did less than 5 takes.